Hello, everyone. Today's guided visualization I call Decisions, Decisions, because so many times we question ourselves and we don't know which way to go. When we're at a crossroads or just making a yes or no decision, we may say, do I go left or right? Do I say yes or no? And we may get so confused, we don't move at all. So this one is going to be a help to make you feel a little more comfortable with the decisions you have to make. So you get comfortable right now and take a few breaths, and we'll release the tension of the day. I'll count you into it today. 5, allowing all of the day's worries to just melt away. 4, feeling much better, more peaceful. Little by little, it steals over you. 3, allowing everything to just melt, feeling more and more settled into your body. And 2, feeling more and more peace, so that it steals all the way down into your knees and down into your feet. And the peace that you feel is something that maybe you don't normally feel, but it just relaxes you, and all the worries are just melted away. And 1, feeling ready to move forward to see what this woman is talking about decisions. Now I want you to take a step forward and imagine yourself walking down a street. And there you are, seeing one direction that says yes and one that says no. And I want you to think of a decision that you have to make in your life. One that may be small or it may be really big. And you can practice this anytime. But imagine whatever it is. Now that you've settled on something, look to the right on the yes and start down the yes path, as though, yes, I'm going to be doing this. And as you walk, see in your mind's eye what comes up for you. There may be weeds in the path that get really tall, blocking your way, or perhaps someone comes behind you and pushes them all out and mows it down so that you don't have it after all as something that's blocking your way. Or perhaps there are monsters in the path. Perhaps there is nothing but blooming and flowers that looks wonderful. Maybe it's raining money on this path. What does this yes path feel like to you? Does it feel comfortable and safe and wonderful? Does it feel scary? What do you see on this path? And as you approach what you want this decision to be, this yes, you've achieved your decision, your desire from making it. What does that look like to you? Does it look safe? Does it look too safe or too risky? Does it feel wonderful and something you've always wanted? Or does it feel the opposite? Perhaps it's, oh, disappointing. It's not what I really wanted at all. Imagine this yes decision, what it leads to. How does that feel? And once you have a really good feeling, or perhaps I should say strong feeling, one way or another, about whether this is a good path for you, then take a moment, feel it, and then walk back down the path to where you made the decision in the first place. And when you get back to the crossroads, I want you to look at the no path and the sign pointing in that direction. And I want you to start walking down the no path. See how that feels. Does it feel, again, does it feel safe? Does it feel better than the yes path? Does it feel worse? Or maybe it feels like you're copping out and not choosing the path that would require a little more work and what's really worth it in the long run? Or maybe no feels right because the yes path was just not feeling right to you. Are there people on your paths helping you or blocking you? And are those things that you want to work through? Or are those things that maybe it makes a difference and that's what the decision is partially how you're going to make it? This is really a decision information gathering for the decision to see where you are and what you really want. So as you walk the rest of the way on the no path, go to the point where you say what happens instead of the no. Now that you've decided you don't want something, where does it lead you? Does it lead you to a better life? To a life without what you wanted? Is it worse? Is it just different? Or maybe boring because you didn't take the other path? Feel into this no vibration. Is this a better choice than yes? And once you feel what you need to feel and know what you need to know, take a breath and then go back down the path again, back to the crossroads. And there you are, back at the beginning, looking down the yes and the no path, and realizing there's another path in the middle that you didn't really notice at first. It's a combination of the yes and the no. You'll be able to do some of what you wanted. You don't have to do all of it. It's a compromise, so to speak. Do you want to go down this path? You don't need to. But if it feels right, try this path as well. Walk down the a little of this and a little of that, maybe you want to call it. Some yes, some no. What does this compromise look like to you if you took this path? Feel into it and see if perhaps this is the best choice for you. Not yes, 100%, not no, 100%, but perhaps you take some of the qualities that you wanted in this yes and not all of them. If you've taken this path, feel what this feels like. Allow any obstacles to come up and any helpers as well. And see when you get there how you feel, just like in the other two paths. Is it something that feels good, bad, somewhere in the middle? Comparing the three paths, yes, no, and the compromise, what feels the best to you? Where is your subconscious taking you? Where is your intuition taking you? Usually one will feel much stronger than the others, no matter what you may have thought when you started this visualization. Now I'd like you to go back to the beginning of the path and look at the three choices again from the center of the pathway. And realize you always have these choices. You don't have to feel locked into a decision. You can come back to this path of choices of paths anytime. You can look at them and feel them and decide what you want to do. And remembering how you felt about this decision that you were thinking of before you started, realize that you can make a choice now. You know what you want to do. And if you're not quite sure, replay this visualization video and see if you can't get even more clarity the next time around. And now as you come back into your body, with that feeling and knowledge that you just had. Climb right back in if you were out. And 1 in the body, starting to relax again, coming back to this current now. 2, feeling more and more in your body so that your toes are starting to get a little heavy and you're starting to feel them. 3, feeling your legs and your fingers. 4, feeling the rest of your body starting to get a little heavier and more aware that where you are. And 5, when you open your eyes, you're alert and awake and ready to make that decision because you have so much more clarity than you did when you began. And realize that you can indeed have this clarity whenever you want to make a decision. You can come back and listen to this, or just do it on your own and choose which path to start with, but then go on all 3 paths, or at least the yes and the no, or the this way and the that way. You may not have a yes and no choice. You may actually have, I want this career or that career, or I want to date this person or that person. And you can do the same thing with that. I hope this has made some decision help for you, and you know that you can come back here whenever you like. I'm Carol DeChaine, and if you would like to, you prefer the written word, and you'd like to hear different blogs instead or in addition to it, I have a connection below that you can click on in order to sign up for my blogs. That's through my website, Connect to Joy, and that's also below this video. Or of course, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell icon so that you'll know the next time that I'm putting out another guided visualization or Joy Corner or a different type of video. Thank you for joining me. And oh, by the way, you'll see at connecttojoy.com, you'll know more about Marconics, as well as energy space clearing, recalibration work for ascension, and different types of coaching. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye.